Hey friends, today I wanted to talk to you about a list I made for my artist friends. That list is the 10 things you should know when starting your art business. Let's start with number 1. First off, you should always save your receipts. For me, what I did is I got a plastic trapper keeper for my receipts, and I have them in chronological order in the trapper keeper. That way, when it comes time for taxes, you'll be organized and not frazzled. It'll help you be able to better budget your time and your money. So that's tip number 1. Number 2 is keep a list of all of your sales and finances. It's a good idea to use a software program for this purpose. I recommend Xero, and that's spelled with an X. Xero. This is great software that will keep track of all of your finances. Number 3, most of you have already tackled this one. Get on social media. Facebook, Instagram, IGTV, Pinterest, Twitter. Need help crafting your bio? Do you need help? Do you need an Instagram audit where I look over your Instagram and tell you what you could improve and what you're doing right? I'd love to help you with that. So make sure you're on social media. It's great to have a consistent name across social media so people can find you. For example, if your name is Flowers by Natalie, hopefully you're Flowers by Natalie on all social channels, so then you can just easily type that in to find you. Okay, let's see. Number 4, find out your price list and stick to it. I would recommend writing a price list for yourself. I keep a price list on my laptop of all my all the painting sizes and all my prices. So that way I can reference it quickly if somebody is contacting me about a price, or it's just good to keep your pricing consistent because you want to stay consistent in your business. So number 5 on the list is don't try and brand yourself too quickly in the beginning. This is something a lot of people do and then regret it because they have a certain style in the beginning, and then the style evolves or changes, and then you have to rebrand so your brand is more accurate, better represents your brand values. So in the beginning, I'd recommend just having fun with your art, and don't try and brand yourself, right away. Don't try and box yourself or label yourself right away. Just kind of have fun with it in the beginning. And then when you are figuring out your branding, it'll be a little bit more down the line, and you'll have a better idea of who you are and how you want to portray yourself to your potential clients. Number 6. Okay, so this is something that I feel very strongly about. If you're selling paintings, make sure that you're using at least quality canvas. So none of that Blick Academic or Michaels Level 1. The issue I have with them is that the canvas itself is very thin, so it's prone to ripping. Those canvases don't last as long. So if you're, what I really do recommend is Blick Studio, which is very affordable. They're always running sales. Michaels Level 2 or Level 3. Both of those, they have Michael sales all the time. I am actually always posting on my story when artists can benefit from those Michaels sales. So, and the Level 2 canvas, the traditional canvas, those are splined canvases, which means that they have, instead of being back stapled, it's actually a high quality glue that if you pull, the whole canvas falls off. So actually those Level 2 ones are great if you plan on painting over a stretched canvas and then plan on removing it for shipping. Those Level 2 ones are great and they're affordable. So you don't want to get canvases canvas that's too thin, because you know, it can rip or deteriorate, and you don't want to sell a painting, you know, that's bad quality. So that's and I've learned that from experience. I had this awesome painting, and someone wanted to buy it, but I couldn't sell it to them because when I was making the painting, this was a level 1 of Michael's, the canvas actually ripped. And I tried to patch it up and sell it. I ended up patching it and selling at a discounted price, but I don't, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to patch up your canvases. Anyways, so number 7 is whichever platform you use to advertise your art, make sure you show up every day. Consistency is key. You know, if you start showing up in someone's life every single day, they're going to trust you because you're here, you're there for them. So if you do that with your audience, that is a great way to build trust with your potential clients. Number 8, well, this one is important for artists. Get digital copies of your art. You can get someone to take photos of your art. You can get your art scanned. Either way, if you like some of your paintings and you think, you know what, down the line I might want this as a print, get it digitalized or archived before you sell, because down the line you might want to make prints or license your work, and you want to be prepared and have those files for that. So what I had to do when I got a licensing deal is I had to chase up some previous owners and ask if I could borrow my old, you know, the paintings I had sold. So I had a lot of paintings. I have a lot of paintings that I'm about to actually take to the scanner, and then I will later sell those designs to companies that will then sell my designs and pay me for that opportunity. And you'll get that opportunity too later on if you digitize your art. So make sure you get a trusted photographer, or you go to a place that has like a huge scanner. And make sure that if you get a photographer, that the images are not blurry, because if there's any blurring on the photo of the art, you can't use it as a print. Let's see. Number 9, ask for opportunities. About 70% of the opportunities I've gotten were because I asked for them. You know, I message people, I contact people, I send my links to people. Just keep sending your links to all the companies that you want to work with. And it's all about exposure, getting your art out there. Number 10 is don't push yourself too hard. There's no rush. Don't compare yourself to others, because you are different and special, and comparing yourself to someone who's not in the same situation of you just doesn't make sense. And that is yellow paint in my hair. Oh man. Oh well. Anyways, so comparison, it'll only upset you. It's silly to compare, especially when you're not at the same stages of life as the person. You know, there's just so many factors that go into someone else's life that it doesn't make sense really to compare yourself to them. And it'll, you know, it's not a good idea. I'm all for uplifting people and praising them for their you know, what they do well in this world, and there's no sense in just comparing yourself to other people, because you're not them, essentially. And one of my favorite biz coaches, Tyler J. McCall, he says, you know, the people winning the race are the people at the front. They're not looking back to see what their competitors are doing, right? They're looking forward. They're looking to the future, and they're running to the finish line. They're not looking over their shoulder, seeing the competition. Don't waste your time looking over the shoulder, friends. Okay, so that's it. If you feel like, wow, that was great advice, I want to talk to Leah a little bit longer, kind of jumpstart my business, start selling original paintings left and right, get some prints out there, you know, make some licensing deals. I can help you with that, folks. Let's do a one-on-one consultation. I'm doing one-on-one consultations, and I'm also offering Instagram audits now, which is new. I will look over your Instagram profile, and I can tell you your strengths, what you need to change. I can help you with crafting the perfect Instagram bio. Basically, if there's anything to know about Instagram, I know about it because I went to school for social media, and I'm a social media nerd, so I keep up with all that stuff. And so if you want help with Instagram, because that's like my number one way of selling paintings, and I think that that's just, it's one of the best platforms to sell. So I want to help everyone on get a bunch of followers on Instagram and grow their own community of people that they can sell art to. I want to help you with that. And I also want to help you, you know, get started and feel confident about starting your art business. So if you are interested, send me a DM at Leah Nadeau Studio or email me hello@leahnadeau.com. And you and I will talk about a personalized plan to jumpstart your art career. I'm so excited, folks. All right, thank you so much for listening. You have a great rest of your day.